What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rebel here, and for today's episode, we got the MK2 Carbine rifle, also known as my new favorite gun in Modern Warfare. Let's get into it.
On your feet, soldier! We are leaving!
So what's up? How we all doing today? Hope we're all having a wonderful day. So today we got the MK2 Carbine rifle, the lever action marksman rifle, and the lever action is where you have to push the handle thing down like it's a lever to reload. It's really fun. Oh my god, this thing is a close quarters one-shot monster rifle. You run around with this thing just quick scoping, one-shotting people left and right, maybe. It depends on your accuracy with the thing. But oh my god, this thing is so much fun. This thing is so much fun to use, and while this might not statistically be a great gun, it is really good if you have either accuracy or luck. And if you have either of those two, this gun is going to be really fun. This gun really excels at two different things. One of those is actually just more of an abstract idea, while the other one is actually a stat. The two things that this gun excels in is speed and steez, meaning that if you can run around and turn around corners and quick scope drop people, this is going to be the most stylish, effortless gun that you can use, and it is so much fun because of that. If you're looking for an actual good gun that's statistically good, go somewhere else. If you just want to get some sick clips and a sick quad feed that's just like then use this gun. Oh my god. I do have to say, quick scoping and one-shotting enemies with this, turning around a corner and just bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh my god, it's so satisfying. It's one of the most satisfying feelings I've had with any gun in this game. Now, I will say the one downside about this gun is that I do tend to get a lot of hit markers from it. The one hit area, the one shot kill areas are the head, and like this section right here, it does not count the shoulders or the arms. So it is kind of a hit marker machine in that regard, meaning that there are going to be some games where it seems like all you're getting is hit markers, whereas other games it seems like all you're getting is one shots. It's hard to find that balance between it. It is kind of random, but I guess it's okay that it gets a lot of hit markers. Otherwise, this thing might be too OP and I'd be dying to it more often. So I think it's at a good place now, but just be forewarned, you're probably going to get a lot of hit markers with it. On top of that, the iron sights. Now, the iron sights, while not as bad as the EBR-14's blocky iron sights, and even though the Kar 98K's iron sights seem smaller, I feel like those are more intrusive also. These might be the best iron sights of any marksman rifle. They're the only usable ones, but I still prefer a red dot to the iron sights that are stock on this gun. Now, as far as other attachments go, this thing does not have any cool attachments. There's nothing unique about it. It doesn't even have a longer tube extender, so you can the max amount of rounds that you can ever have, and this thing is 6. There's nothing you can do to change that. There just aren't a lot of options here. There are not a lot of options, not a lot of choices in what you can really do to make this gun different. In fact, all you can really do with this gun is make it even better at what it already is intended to be. That's all you can do. You cannot turn this gun into something that it is not. You can try, but it's not going to be that good. But you can make it an even better close quarters ADS monster that is just going to be a beast around corners on 6v6 maps. But you can't turn it into something it's not. And what this gun is not is it's not a sniper rifle. It's not a sniper rifle. And you're going to be in a world of pain if you try using it for long distance stuff like that. That's just how it's going to be. It's going to be more hit markers than kills. And with the long delay between shots, it's not that great for long distance. I'd go elsewhere if you were planning on taking this into ground war, but I did make a class for it, so I mean, it's not great though. Let's take a look at those classes. All right, so the first class we got here is, of course, the close quarters combat class. This is going to be everything to give us a faster ADS speed and just make this gun more reliable and more easy to use at being a beast. So what we got on there is the tack laser. Now, the tack laser, of course, it's going to help with ADS speed, but it also helps with aiming stability, meaning that wobble that you kind of get when you're aiming down sights, that'll be less and less with the more aiming stability that we have on there. On top of that, we got the GI Mini Reflex, because I am in the GI Mini Reflex squad, and we all rep that hardcore motherfucker. GI Mini Reflex is the best reflex in the game. At me. Don't at me. FSS MK2 Sports Comb Stock for that added ADS speed, because that's all we can really do at this point. On top of that, we got the stippled grip tape, which I am starting to believe does not do anything on marksman rifles, so feel free to change that stippled grip tape to anything else. It's hard for me to break my habit, so I had to attach it anyway. And on top of that, we have focus. Actually, for the rear grip, put on the thing with aiming stability. Is that one of the things that you could put on for the grip? Go with that one. Granulated grip tape, I think it is. On top of that, we have focus. Now, focus is really important. If you didn't know about focus, it's only in the marksman rifle and the sniper rifle classes, and what it does is it reduces your flinch when shot, meaning that if you're aiming at a target and you start getting shot, you're not going to jump up above them, because let's face it, you only got one shot before you have to duck back down and lever action the thing, so we don't want to flinch at all. And with the sniper rifles, focus doesn't even really help. It really only helps with the marksman rifles, but being that the EBR has a faster follow-up fire rate, it's not really needed as much on the EBR. But as for the Car 98 and the MK2 Carbine, focus is almost a necessity at close range, because you do not want to get lifted off of your targets by getting shot. And with that class, you're just basically going to be ADSing in like 200 milliseconds, 1.87 milliseconds. It's going to be almost instantaneous. And with that red dot sight on there, if you hit my wire, cat, you better know what you're doing. Running around with this thing, just dropping people like flies is what this thing is built for. You can get sick quad feed with it. You can get sick quad feeds with it. And because of the fact that you load one round in at a time, means that you can shoot off 4 rounds and quickly pop in 1 or 2 more rounds in there, and then start running around again and maintain that sick clip that you're forming without having to take a whole 4 seconds to reload every single round in there. You can just reload 1 or 2 at a time. Really helpful, really handy. And on top of that, I did go ahead and make a ground war class anyway, just because why the hell not, you know? So on this, we got the FSS 24-inch factory barrel, because that is going to give us range, which is going to increase that one-shot range that affects the chest, just making it slightly bigger. Probably isn't going to help too much. Tac laser for ADS speed. I told you there's like no options here. Tac laser for ADS speed and aiming stability. Aiming stability will be more important now that we're going for long range, but since the tac laser helps with that and ADS speed, might as well throw it on as well. We got the Scout combat optic for that 3.5 zoom with no glint on the scope, so we could kick back at more of a distance. On top of that, we got the cartridge sleeve, which is going to add us 6 more rounds, as well as aiming stability. And then on top of that, the granulated grip tape for aiming stability. We're going to be hanging back with this thing. We're not really going to need to be running all over the place, so ADS speed isn't really too important. We're going to be trying to hide and trying to use this thing a little more sneaky, but for long shots. And with that, you know, it's not going to be your best option, but if you are trying to get long shots, and especially now with Rust, you don't want to wait for shoot house to come up, going to ground war with this thing, it's going to be really easy to get long shots. It is not hard at all, because the distance actually is not that long for a long shot. It's like 2/3 of the distance of a sniper long shot still counts as a long shot for this. What am I even talking about? Anyways, that's gonna kind of work for ground war, sort of. Maybe. Who knows? Not me. And on top of that, for the camo challenges, here are the ones that I think are going to be a little difficult, and that's 50 mounted and 50 crouching. I am not saying long shots are going to be tough, because long shots are kind of short on this thing. The reason that mounted and crouching are going to be hard is because this is essentially an SMG rifle. It is an SMG sniper, a close quarters SMG sniper. And what you do with an SMG is you run around like a madman, jumping all over the place. You don't mount and you don't crouch. It's just not the play style you're going to be using with the MK2 Carbine. And that makes sense. You know, it's not really made to hang back and mount and crouch. You want to be moving around. You want to be catching people off guard. You want to be using the speed and the style of this thing to its advantage. And crouching and mounted kind of go against the whole ideology of this weapon as a whole, in and of itself. And besides that, before you know it, you'll get gold with this thing, and it might be the most fun gun that you end up using. It was for me. I thoroughly love this gun. Oh my god, I can't wait to get Damascus and just run around with this thing like a dick. It's gonna be so much fun. And that's all for this one. Go ahead and smash that like button, hit that sub button, gently tap that notification bell, all that other good stuff. Comment down below. What do you think about season 2 so far? It's been a day. Was the upload too big? Are you excited for Battle Royale? Do you like Rust? I really like Atlas Superstore. I will say that. Oh my god, that map is actually really fun. And really fun with the MK2 Carbine. Or was I using the Car 98? It's really fun map. And until next time.